Can you feel it? The fire in your soul, leaping at the chance for love. Can you feel it? Haunting your senses, letting all your feelings go. But I can feel it rushing through my veins. Your love's the only drug I know. But we've been playing the hand now we're devil, we can light it up. I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel the fire inside, so there won't be no fear tonight. We crossed the line, and now it's clear to see the light behind the suffering. Believe we'll finally be free. Let the silhouette cast upon your heart, turning every little moment into scars. Baby, it's our chance to make a start, so we can fly.
I know that we will make it. I know that we will make it. I know that we will make it. I know that we.
I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel the fire inside, so there won't be no fear tonight. We crossed the line, and now it's clear to see the light behind the suffering. Believe we'll finally be free.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for another night of Rocket League. Always excited to get some action in for this team, and always a pleasure to cast these guys as well. And I wanted to start a couple minutes early because there's actually a couple stats I want to talk about real quick. But real quick, let me introduce the teams here first. So kicking off, in fact, our only match of the day today is going to be LVC. They will be taking on Grand Valley State University. As you can see there, the Grand Valley State attempt at an octane, I will admit. Not my best work, but we at least got something in there for them. But I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the stats first off. And I really think that this team has yet to be challenged. I don't truly believe that the Alvernia game was much of a test. The players will definitely disagree with me on that one, I feel, but I personally feel we didn't see the real LVC there. And if you're not sure of what game I'm talking about, of course, that was on Friday when LVC took on Alvernia White in the NACE Challengers Division. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but that's not the most important thing right now. What is important, though, are what the stats are saying about this LVC team. And the stats here are why I'm saying that this team, I don't feel, has really been challenged yet. Just looking at the shots alone, they're averaging 9 shots a game. The stat is technically 8.9, but we'll round that one up. They're averaging 9 shots a game, and that is an incredible amount of offense for just one team. And that is collectively, each player is averaging about 2, 3-ish, most likely 3-ish goals or shots a game. So that 8 kind of balances itself out. But really just interesting to see that stat alone, averaging 9 shots a game. That's not a series, that is a singular game. So just a plethora of offense being thrown out by this LVC team, and something that kind of is affecting that is the demos per game. So overall, as a team, we are seeing 4.8 demos per game, the highest being from Frenchie, who's averaging 2.2 a game by himself. And we're seeing a lot of these demos come off the kickoffs and allow the LVC team to get more offense going, get that early possession, and have early chances at low boost goals when the defenders don't have as much range of motion in order to get those saves. And I think that's been a huge key to the LVC offense, just piling on the demos and really harping in on how aggressive they are playing. And those shots on net are leading to goals. They're averaging 3 goals a game on those 9 shots. So they're, on average, every third attempt they are putting one into the back of the net. And especially with how high octane this offense is, it's certainly something to be worried about if you are GVSU. But we are already loading into the game, so we have everyone ready to go, and we are going to get things kicked off here as we start with the NACE division, NACE Varsity plus East 4 division, if you were curious about which one we were watching here, as the players are going to just load into the game here in just a second. Then we'll be good to go and get kickoff going. Apologies for the camera. I don't know why. This camera just loves to not focus sometimes, and then it just focuses again. So I don't understand that, but whatever. That's not important right now. So what is important, though, is the game, and we are now getting the players in, just making sure that spectators were allowed on both sides. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have kicked off, and it is already a demo for LVC, and that was something that I just mentioned there. Something that LVC has really benefited from is those demos, and you can see it giving LVC some early offense. And actually, Sir Crab just going to leave this ball for his teammates, but that's going to be a mistake. Bichette's getting the first goal of the game already. You can see also in the player cams, 1, they are looking very happy today, and 2, you can see that they're in their rooms. They are remote today, so we don't get to have them here in the LVC Esports Arena. But, of course, if they're winning, it doesn't really matter where they're playing, as LVC already starting up 1-0 just 20 seconds into the game, and almost another opportunity there for GVSU. Really their first attempt of offense the entire game. Not that it's been going on for super long, but LVC already putting a second on the board, and I'm not sure who that player was in net, but it looked like they just weren't going to move. That was Sink there in net. Just got caught too far back, and Frenchie just going to go upstairs and send that one back down all the way crashing into the GVSU net. That's really already giving LVC a major lead. And we're just 30 seconds into this game. It's a bit of a whiff there from Sinkin. Can't have too many of those if you are GVSU. You're already down by 3 as Frenchie slots one in. And this may be a high score. 3 goals in the first 40 seconds of the game. That's not something you want to see if you are GVSU. And everyone on LVC getting involved. Saw Frenchie there with 2 goals already. Going to be looking for the hat trick, and Bichette's just barely getting bumped off that. That, I think, would have been another goal. As Perp trying to get a bump there onto Frenchie, but he's actually going to end up bumping his teammate Sink, and now that's going to give a lot more presence on the offensive side for LVC once again. We're just seeing a major pace difference here as LVC just look to demo, bump, and throw you out of the way, and that's really been their strategy the entire year, and it's worked. They have not lost a single series in competition as GVSU finally getting on the board, stopping the bleeding as quickly as they can. They still have to put 2 more on, though, if they want to put this at a draw. And LVC, as I was saying there, they've looked fantastic, not only in this series, or in this game, but all year they've looked phenomenal. Again, they're undefeated in the regular season, as finally GVSU coming out of nowhere, and Perp gets his second. And already the deficit that LVC built up in that first couple of minutes is pretty much eviscerated. 2-3, now only down by 1. And those are the quick goals you needed if you're GVSU. You'd certainly love to have one here, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get it. They've started to figure out how they want to play against this LVC attack. Reset, not going to get called. That's going to allow Sir Crab to get downfield. Bichettes saving that one, sending it all the way up. Perp looking for the double, not going to get there, but his teammates do. But they double commit. That is a double commit, and Perp has 0 boost. Bichettes, though, doesn't get the boom. If he got that boom, that was a free goal for LVC. And they'll have to look for a different way of finding the back of that net once more. Bichettes almost has it with the double. But it'll be Frenchie putting it off the top crossbar, just not going to connect. Barely sliding out of the GVSU net. And it's looking a bit panicky here from GVSU as this last player back Perp, just not going to have much to work with as LVC continues to build a lead. And like I was talking with the stats before the series, LVC, they are averaging 9 shots a game, and I'm pretty sure they're relatively close to that mark already. They've also put 4 in the back of the net. If they can keep up this pace, they can certainly put GVSU away early. And they can get their night over with as quickly as they would like to. Samus off the back wall. Looking for a great pass, and he does get it. Bichettes trying to go for a slow hitter. That's not going to count. Now LVC on the back foot once more. And at the back up. That's going to lead to a Frenchie clear. Really, GVSU not being able to do a whole lot in this game. Yes, they have 2 goals, but really, it just came off the kickoffs, and that's a whiff you cannot be having. Bichettes getting kind of a free one there. That's the whiff from Sink in this moment. Not what you want, especially for a GVSU team who is currently sitting at 1-1 in the standings. They are already fighting for a playoff spot as Demo's coming in for GVSU, but doesn't matter. Samus sending the ball away. Bichettes just launching this one at the backboard, almost somehow slides one in. A bit behind the defense of GVSU. But now obviously all they really need to do is just play the ball here, just waste time and kind of continue throwing shots at net, see what comes out of it. With that 3-goal lead that they've reestablished, there's really not much GVSU has gotten done offensively. I will admit they're struggling to get consistent touches as well. It's not going to help you in a series like this against the LVC team who will force you to make a play. Chet's going to send this one down to Samus. And now he's going to look to get it to Frenchie, and he gets it to him. That's a goal. Top right corner. Look at Frenchie in the cam. He is hyped about that one. A beautiful passing play. Samus right to Frenchie, and he slots that top right. And this has been blown open by LVC. Really haven't even been challenged in game number 1. Frenchie off the ceiling. Gonna leave this one for Bichettes, who sends it back out to Samus, and that's gonna be another goal. LVC firing on all cylinders. And the hat tricks gonna start coming in for these LVC players as they continue stacking up goals. 58 seconds left, and LVC have not looked back since their 3-0 start. That's a big demo from Samus. Gonna give even more space, and that's gonna be a whiff. Perp not gonna get there. And Frenchie gonna slot in the open net. Perp trying to backflip onto that one, doesn't get to it. Frenchie cleans up his attempted shot. And this has just been a bloodbath in game 1. Samus trying to get the double off the close angle, doesn't get there. Sir Crab, not gonna get much out of it either. And look at this from Bichettes. Almost slams it down to put the 9th on the board. That's gonna get sent back out to him, and he will clean it up this time around. LVC have been living in the GVSU half and rent-free, unless you count this evisceration as a fee. And with just 33 seconds left, LVC may be looking for 10. And the bump and demo from Frenchie will say just that. But can they get it through? Shot's not there. GVSU just want to get something back in their way. And it really just hasn't been much to go off of. If you are GVSU, finally another shot from Herb. But it's going to be absolutely nothing coming out of it, outside of saving yourself the embarrassment of 10 on the board. Does LVC go for this? Or they respectfully put it back on the ground? It looks like Sam's going to go for the carry, and that will do it for game 1. 9-2. LVC running up the stat sheet. As you can see here, 4 from Frenchie, 3 from Bichettes, and even 2 coming in from Samus. 7 shots alone from Frenchie. That's almost more than the entire team average. You can even see 6 coming in from Bichettes, 5 from Samus as well, and 5 demos off the back of Samus. I believe he was getting put on that kickoff a lot, so that would likely be where most of those came from. But man, it is going to be so hard to stop this LVC attack if you are GVSU. That was simply a full breakdown of Grand Valley State. And that's not something you want to see if you're a fan of the black and blue in here. So we head into game number 2. GVSU, clean slate. You can show what you're made of here. There's a possibility to tie the series at 1, but game 1 was any indication, this might be a 3-0. And LVC already back on the attack, trying to pick up where they left off. GVSU will at least get it out for now. Bichettes trying to carry it across. Gonna leave that for Frenchie. Solid pinch off the wall there. Sir Crab just gonna hand it back to him. Pass down to Bichettes. Doesn't get there in time. Sink makes his way back. And now LVC have to look for another counter. And that's actually gonna be put just on net. Fantastic work from Bichettes there, forcing out the save. And that's gonna lead to his team putting another one through. They're 10th in the series. And Sink, just not a big enough touch there to go for the clear. Samus Frenchie looking to combine for that one. They technically do. Samus does get the assist. It's taken LVC a bit longer to score in this one than what they did in game 1, but of course, when the scoreline is so drastic, it really doesn't matter. There's another pass down to the midfield, and Bichette takes advantage. LVC not taking their foot off the gas pedal. Looking like that Alvernia series really lit a fire under this team. They went to Game 5 on Friday, just barely pulled one out. Now they're looking hungrier than ever. Frenchie not going to get the touch there. Perp going to get the demo. Shot should be on, but Samus makes his way back for the save. Fantastic save from Samus. Keep this one out of clean sheet. Another demo going down for GVSU. That one will go from Sir Crab onto Samus. Gets the perfect spawn, though. Gets the perfect spawn. Can he get to the ball? No. Frenchie will make it work. And he's already at 2 goals, looking for another hat trick. That's a fantastic play from Samus off the respawn. Gonna give Frenchie an opening. And GVSU have just been decimated. Perp trying to go for a 50. Gets 1. Frenchie will send it away. The bump is there. Samus in a bit of an awkward position. Can he send this one out far enough for his team? Crab not going to get there. Samus can't either. And GVSU again back on the board. You saw a 3-0 score line turn to a 3-1 and a 3-2. GVSU looking to do that once again. But after that, 6 unanswered from LVC. Fake on the kickoff. That's going to give it right to Samus, who gets 50'd out mid. Now Sink can try to redirect this back, but you'll have to go to Crab, who's not going to get a touch either. Perp barely popping that one up. Samus again, just sending it to the backboard, knows his teammates are around. There's a demo onto Bichette. Gonna keep LVC at bay. Almost gets the redirect there. Sir Crab trying to make a play. This has just been a demo-heavy series from both sides. Frenchie now with the one-on-one, trying to take the 50. And that honestly may work for his favor. Samus, though, gets a really awkward angle there. He's not going to put it through, but Bichette gets a demo on the goal line. Sir Crab, though, launching himself back. GVSU staying alive, but they need to find the back of the LVC net once more. In fact, twice more. Just to make it that much tougher. And these small touches out are not going to help them. Bichette's almost getting the 50. And all 3 LVC players are committed. This is an open net. This is a goal for GVSU. So they'll at least get one back. And you can see LVC certainly not worried about this one at all. Bit of the Hakuna Matata mentality for this LVC squad. And you can see it in the face cams. They have put on an offensive show in this one. But look at that. That's another almost open net. Frenchie getting back for the save. That's his second of game 2. And now LVC just looking for big touches. Just keeping GVSU out of possession. And if they can do that for the next minute and a half, next 90 seconds, LVC will be 2-0 up and looking at a 3-0 sweep fairly quickly into this one. Stream has only been live for 26 minutes, and 10 of those were from the waiting screen. Bichette gets it downfield. Frenchie with the demo. Samus now with the opening on the shot. Sends it a bit high. Bichette's just going to launch that to his back corner. Knows Frenchie is in the area, but it's a bit awkward. GVSU have an opportunity. They don't want to squander this one. They may not get another. It's Perp continuing to try to put the pressure on. 50 out mid. Can Sir Crab reach the sky? And he does. Bichette's, though, down to Frenchie. And if LVC can get another goal, that may just do it. Frenchie almost with the tough angle. Not quite getting there. It's Perp trying to send it towards his LVC net. Can he get another touch on it? He does, but Samus there for the save. Shot off the side of the post. And GVSU could not afford that. With just 10 seconds left, LVC may sneak away with the victory here in game 2 as well. They have the bump squad in, but Bichette's so patient in that backfield. And now they're looking to put on another, as that ball will hit the ground. LVC going to a 2-0 lead, and it has been relatively easy for them. As you can see in the stat sheet, like, demos much more calmed down from LVC, but heightened from GVSU in this one. 4 from Sir Crab, but it's just not enough. Even the shots are almost directly even. That's just not enough of an effort from GVSU. Already down 2-0. Looking to put the series to bed. LVC looking to possibly go to bed here soon after the series. LVC already getting a shot on net. That's going to be Frenchie, who gets blocked. Sink and Crab trying to work together. We saw Crab get really aggressive offensively. Will it pay off this game? And can he continue the pace? GVSU needs to dig deep. They at least didn't get blown out in game 2. They certainly know it's in them to possibly take a game or 2 off this team. But they're going to need a reverse sweep, and that is where it starts. Great save from Sir Crab. Perp getting a good touch out as well. Allows his team to gather boost and gather towards their net as Frenchie going for something insane. Down to Samus, doesn't get it. Frenchie just gonna back away off that challenge, and Samus just barely getting back for the save. And he's got 8 boost in the tank. Have to let his teammates gather some control here, but GVSU looking like a much, much different team here in game 3. They're looking more competitive. They're looking like they can take this one off of LVC if the conditions are right, but maybe they aren't. As somehow, again, a GVSU shot led away. Sir Crab not doing a whole lot there, trying to get it out to his teammates, and actually gonna fall to Perp. Gets 1 to commit. Actually may have gotten 2. Trying to dribble around Frenchie, get it to his teammates, but won't be enough. Not enough of an effort from Sir Crab. Demo from Bichette's. GVSU have to be careful here. They do just what they need to get out of this one. And Bichette's just launching that one downfield. Almost able to put it through. Can this one go? It will. Top right corner. A banger from Samus. All the way from out left. Has a fantastic angle from the tonical weapon. They'll put the first one on for LVC. And LVC starting to look less and less invincible in this series. Samus wisely leaving this one back. He only has 5 boosts. Picks up that small pad, and it's just barely enough. He's at 0 in the tank. Can he keep this one alive for LVC? He does. Samus with a phenomenal defensive play. Picks up that small pad, and it's just enough. And Frenchie doing the same. Just been a brick wall, but for how long? And you can see Frenchie feeling as if they could have easily saved that one. And you can see Samus a bit upset, but of course not too upset with that one finding its way in. GVSU put the game at a draw for the first time outside of the 0-0s at the start of the game. This may be the momentum they needed. They've looked like they have so much more pressure. They look like they are now challenging LVC defensively. How long can that defense hold? something has to give on either side, and who will it be? LVC, though, with the 2-game advantage in a prime position to close this out. Sending it out to Samus is Bichettes, and that will be a goal. Clean pass, clean shot. That top right corner has just been their bucket this entire game. That is great work from LVC. And they again keep themselves ahead. There's the demo in from Frenchie. Hollow lobbing one at net, but won't be enough of an effort. Now Frenchie getting a pass downfield. Bichettes might be able to control this one. He gets to it. At least gets the contest. Now to get him a pass from Samus. Looking to send it back out, but Samus doesn't have the angle or the boost. He's got to be careful on his way back. Bichettes going to poke it away and send it out mid with a 50. Samus just going to look for a pinch. Doesn't get it, but still getting a good angle. Just 60 seconds left on the game clock. GVSU need to put one on the board. Realistically, 2 if they want to take this game. And a demo but onto Bichettes may just help that. Now he's left alone. Samus trying to make something out of it. At least gets a pinch there. Forces Sir Crab to be a bit more patient. And slowly, time going to LVC here. All they need to do is hold GVSU away. And they'll get out of here with a 3-0 victory in relatively dominant fashion. As Perp just sending it straight to the ceiling, almost waterfalls into his own net. There are just 10 seconds left. You got maybe one more possession if you're GVSU. And you need to make it count. You need to at least force an OT. But with this one, he'll get sent out to sink, and he's not going to get the touch. It is a 3-0 sweep for LVC. And what ends up being a fairly quick one. 5 shots on goal for Perp, but only 1 going to connect. Fantastic work from LVC as they really put on a show today, proving why they belong to be at the top of this division. That will put them to 3-0. LVC Rocket League looking dominant as ever in that 3-0 of GVSU, who will move down to 1-2 as LVC gets put at the top of the standings. They're currently tied with Cincinnati Bearcats Z. But that matchup will not be coming in for a few more weeks, as next week they will take on Oklahoma Christian Delta. And then we'll see if Cincinnati and LVC can pull out of both of those games with wins. We'll see them go head-to-head for the first place spot with 3 weeks left in that season. But, of course, there's a bit more action to get there before it. But that is going to do it for us tonight. We thank you all for stopping in. And, of course, it was a phenomenal one for LVC Rocket League. They really put on a show here tonight. And if you want to catch up on all the other LVC action, we just posted a weekly report article today, actually this morning. So head over to the LVC Athletics website, godutchman.com, and you can go check that out under the esports tab. You will see the weekly reports as we post them every single week, of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a weekly report, would it? As we close out the night here. But one more thing, if you don't already, follow us here on Twitch at Lemmon Valley College. Make sure you follow us and get notifications for every match that goes live. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well to see all of our teams and all of their matches from the entire season, and including some lands that we will be attending as well and possibly even hosting. But, of course, that's future information for future events. We will close out here tonight. Thank you all again for stopping by, and we appreciate you all being here. Again, follow us at LVC_esports on Twitter and Instagram, and follow us here on twitch.tv/LemmonValleyCollege. Get notified for all of our matches, but that is going to do it for us tonight. We will catch you guys back here tomorrow with LVC Rainbow Six. They will be continuing their run in the NECC Champions Division. They will be... Actually, no, I lied. I completely lied. I don't know how to read a schedule, apparently, that I made. So we will not have another matchup until, I believe that's Thursday. It is. So our next matchup will be on Thursday. Apologies for that one. I don't know how to read my own schedules. Where Rainbow Six will be taking on LSU Shreveport at 7 p.m. here at twitch.tv/Lebanon Valley College. That'll do it for us tonight. We thank you all again for stopping in. That will be it. See you guys later.